Whenever you guys are ready.
There is a common misconception that one person can't change the world. But go back in history and look at the greats who did. For example, Thomas Edison, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and many others. They believed when no one else believed in them that they could change the world, and look what they accomplished. Hi, my name is Matt Rowley, and today I'm here to talk to you about our business, SaveDaWorld. When we first started, our group wanted to tackle the problem of global warming, but fell victim to the same misconception of our predecessors, that one group of 5 high school students just couldn't make an impact. 5 months later, we realized that we can make a difference and that we can make the world a brighter, cleaner place. And how will you do that, we ask? Well, with our app, SaveDaWorld.
Hi, I'm Sabrina and I recycle at least twice a day. From newspapers to water bottles, I do the best that I can do to make the world a better place. But I really have no idea how these things I'm recycling are affecting the environment. I mean, I know what I'm doing is good, but I don't know the extent I impact the world with each thing I do. This is why SaveDaWorld came about. SaveDaWorld is a smartphone app that lets you input your recycling contributions and in turn shows you how they impact the world. So when I recycle this single tin can, I will now input it on SaveDaWorld by clicking on the kind of recycling, metal, and the size, 400 grams. My SaveDaWorld will tell me the impact of just that can. Now I know that recycling one aluminum can save enough energy to run a 100-watt light bulb for 20 hours, or a computer for 3 hours. And for that energy I conserved, it will be converted to points. This way I can compare my score to my friend's score, and see how my town, state, and potentially even country is doing compared to the rest of the world. With that, my virtual tree on the app will start to grow. And with each contribution, my tree will grow more and more. Once I complete it, it'll start my tree over again and keep my points. That's why I saved the world. I hope at the end we have saved the world.
So just to reiterate, the problem that we're trying to solve is that people don't understand the impact that their actions, such as recycling one aluminum bottle, as we said, has on the environment. So the customer segment that we're going to be attacking with this problem is high school students our age, so kids between the ages of 14 to 18, with our solution, which is the app SaveDaWorld. So our market sizing, our TAM is about 13 million people, and that is high schoolers that are in the US that use smartphones and that recycle. We found that 70% of people in the United States recycle. And then our serviceable addressable market is about 500,000 customers, and that is the number of high schoolers that are in the state of Illinois. So that is kind of the geographical area that we'd like to attack first. Then going to our 5-year financial model, SaveDaWorld is aspiring to be a not-for-profit because the whole goal is about helping the world and helping the environment. And so a big way that we're going to get revenue is through donations and corporate giving, which is essentially grants. So companies like Toyota, Wells Fargo, Verizon Wireless, I've researched, and they all, on their corporate giving site, they tell you that they have grants available for anything that essentially raises awareness about how to help the environment, and that's what our app does. We're also going to be able to cover our costs and make by year 5 about $20,000 worth of revenue selling apparel. Right now this is just based off of selling water bottles with our logo and hashtag SaveDaWorld for $9.99 each, and that's for projection over 5 years.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and we have 2 different companies that we consider ourselves competitors. One being Recycle Bank, and the other one being EcoChallenge. Recycle Bank is an environmentally conscious app that allows you to gain points by doing environmentally conscious deeds. In turn, you use these points to redeem coupons. One thing that we found that's a problem with this is that certain reviewers said they could not redeem coupons because the companies who had the coupons didn't even know that Recycle Bank was backing this. This could be a problem, and this is something we don't want to get into. We also think that we're better because we also have fun social and gaming features that make recycling fun and intuitive. Eco Challenge, on the other hand, is something to more that we have. There is a calculator that allows you to calculate your environmental contributions, but we think we can bring this one step further. In Save the World, we have an ability for you to grow a tree in-game. In this, you'll be able to see how your environmental conscious deeds could grow over time and in turn making it a fun experience.
Our MVP will consist of a landing page, which is to get a good idea of our potential customers, our Facebook ads and our Facebook profile, which we'll really use to drive all of our potential customers to our landing page, our concierge service, which is our way of figuring out how our customers will like and use our service, and flyers and posters, which will bring as many customers as we can to our landing page and to help promote our concierge service.
So because the MVP is so important, our primary part of the MVP would be our landing page. And it's very important that we make sure we drive as many people as possible to this landing page. So the way that we want to go about doing this is we've researched hundreds of environmental blogs. One of the top ones, Go Green, Green Moms, things along the lines of that, where there's thousands of users that we can reach. And we like to reach them through these blogs, providing our link to our landing page so they can find more information out and have access to downloading the app. In addition to this, we're also going to raise awareness of our idea with our concierge service and drive people to our landing page like that as well, which we'll get into in a little bit. So for our landing page, we've analyzed a lot of different things that we want to incorporate, key metrics that we're going to point out that we're going to be analyzing. Some of these would be how long people are going to be on our site, because that'll tell us how interested they are in the idea, if they watch our informational video or not that you saw earlier. In addition to this, we're also going to track how many people press our download button, as you can see, in multiple places so it's easily accessible. Once someone presses that button, they're prompted to submit their email to us so we can provide them with information about when we're ready and up and running, because obviously we're not a functioning app at the moment. Our key metric goals are to have 1,000 users by month 1, 2,500 by month 2, 15,000 by month 3, and 20,000 by month 4. We hope to have 40% of the people that visit our page to click on the download button and 30% of those people to submit their email to us so we can see who's actually committed.
So social media advertising, we're going to be advertising on Twitter and Facebook. Essentially how we do that, it's a bidding system, kind of like Google search ads. You pay for cost per click, and you pay for 1,000 clicks. So say we won, the maximum we were going to bid was $2. So then for every 1,000 clicks that we get on our social media site, we would pay $2 for that. And essentially what we're doing with this is we are just driving people to our landing page. On our Twitter page and on our Facebook page is going to be a link to our landing page so that people go there, they click download now, we can see who our potential customers can be and see who's going to watch the video and who's really interested in our idea.
Hi, I'm Sabrina, and in terms of doing things besides social media and to get people to our social media and landing page, we're going to have flyers and posters, and we're going to put them up around the community and in the high school, because our customer segment is high school students. And they're going to tell people to go to the landing page, see if they like it, watch our video, and also our concierge service, which Paige will go into more detail about. We're also hope to have stickers, so people can put these stickers that say #SaveDaWorld, because the hashtag is also sort of a thing around high schoolers, so they're like, oh, I went for a bike ride, #SaveDaWorld. But if we can bring like our company name to that, people can put these stickers on their water bottles, on maybe their recycling can, on their car, like lots of ways to just get our name out.
So for the concierge service that we want to run, we're going to go and find 10 people close by our houses that we can go collect the recycling for the week. So basically we have permission to go through the recycling, count up how much, give them an inquiry of everything that they recycled. And based on statistics, we found, kind of like the one you saw in the video, that a tin or an aluminum can, it conserves enough energy to power a laptop for 3 hours, stuff like that, so they can really understand their impact. So we'll provide them with that information and see how they like that.
And our MVP costs will consist of our landing page, which will be about $100, which is $12.99 for 12 months. And our social media ads, which will be around $150 we would hope to have. Our logo, which will be $40. Our concierge service, which will be $60. Our landing page, which will be $100, or our flyers and posters, which the materials will be around $175. And our stickers, which will be $35 for the materials, which our total should be around $670.
Okay, so our MVP timeline. By week 1, we wish to activate our landing page so we can really start to gather these people. In addition to that, we also want to start activating our social media ads. And we'd like to find the 10 people that we're going to use for the concierge service. By week 2, we want to begin the concierge service, start putting posters up around the school to raise awareness and get them more towards our idea. And then by week 3, we'd like to find 10 additional people so we can have more of a diverse group of information. And we want to begin analyzing our data from the landing page, social media ads, and from the concierge service to really see what people think of our idea. And we want to do that weekly so we're on top of the game.
Thank you. On behalf of Paige, Sabrina, Matt, Ryan, and I, we at Save the World hope that you can be part of a bigger picture that we can become more environmentally conscious, a future where you guys can save the world. Thank you.
Spectacular. Yes, spectacular isn't the right adjective either. As you know, you're on the verge of something really big. And sometimes when you get the right brand and the right name, it transcends even your thought. And Save the World is brilliant. And I think you ought to really try to market that, and people will give you money now, in my opinion, if you ask for it. It's that energizing from the youth perspective. So I just want to keep pumping you up to go out and ask for grants. They will pay you right now. I'm positive you can get grant money. So you want to take this to another level. It's great.
So everything about the concierge MVP, that didn't make as much sense as the landing page drive. Take the resources of the concierge. Don't go recycle for people. That's not what you're doing. Right. You're going viral with something that's gamifying something really cool.
Right.
Absolutely.
Take that energy and apply for some grants, and show your story. By the way, whoever did the design work, and this is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's professionally done. You know, was that you guys did this in house?
For the video or just the
everything you showed.
Yeah, we did a lot. We got help with the video, but the rest was
the
just
photos,
us.
the video,
Is that video sending that for grant applications right there? That's your story.
Do you understand the whole grant process?
Yeah.
And we can talk offline.
Yeah, that's something I've been researching.
Okay.
I'm still kind of grasping it.
But
You're doing them a favor.
Yeah.
I need to get
But
their
what I love though, despite the bells and whistles, you can take all that aside. Your core idea is that you made recycling relevant.
Right.
So, and that's your value that you're providing to consumers. There's a reason why now it is worth my extra 5 feet walk to go recycle this water bottle thing, as opposed to just toss it in the regular trash can.
So
your story is relevant.
Let's make sure we understand the MVP.
Yeah.
Putting aside the concierge.
Bring it back.
You're going to have driving traffic to a web page.
Yes.
And then download the app, and it will then say, sorry, the app's not available yet. Leave us your email.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a perfect MVP. You're going to pretend that you have the app, and the only time you find out you don't have the app is when you click on it, so you can measure that unbiased point of purchase. Okay.
Well, they didn't listen to it.
It's a perfect.
That's a great MVP.
Yeah, the MVP. This really fits this.
Do you guys think they really need to advertise this, or can they use
No,
their own network to go viral with video?
What I want to see is I don't think you need to go so much viral. I mean, your business is really getting donations from companies. It's not about a consumer play. It's really a B2B, kind of play. You don't need to advertise to consumers. You're not doing an advertising model, so you don't need to build up a big base to go to an advertiser. You just need to have your landing page. That video is enough. And you need to start sending out letters, even snail mail letters, email and cold calls to companies that might donate, have them start donating. And I think this would be even maybe a good kickstart, because the sooner you can get your app ready and ride on the buzz that you're going to create with that, because the expectation is going to be very high on this fabulous brand that you created. So I would skip I would think it's a distraction for the consumer social media advertising stuff, and just get right to raising money from the people that are going to be your end customer in the end anyways.
Well, I wonder, pay it forward. It's probably 10 to 15 years old. You probably won't miss it. You should write down something you should watch. Pay it
Well,
forward.
the team bonding
It's a
session.
movie. Yeah,
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Watch that movie. You're on that verge of, it's a powerful story, and to pay it forward in your generation and what you're selling here is contagious.
Go to companies and give them first founders recognition opportunity. So they can have a badge of, I'm a founding member of SaveDaWorld.
Okay.
So get, and put some sponsorship, tiers to that. Like if you want to be a platinum member versus a gold member, you're going to get more money that way. I mean, it's raise money through donations. That's what it's about. And go build an app that works as fast as possible.
Okay.
And that's what.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if having some user base might help them in the fundraising.
Oh, it'll come naturally anyways, because it's such a good video.
It's such a good video.
And you're gonna put it, it's all the free viral stuff. You're all gonna put it on your networks, your parents, you're gonna send it out, you're gonna send it to everybody anyways. Use all
Email
that.
to us.
And by the way,
Facebook
this
it.
grant writing concept, don't rely on email and snail mail. That might be a complimentary way.
Yeah.
But you want to schedule conference calls, Skype calls, little WebEx where you can show this.
Okay.
Personal.
The way you guys opened your pitch, I had goosebumps. I'm like, and that won't come across in an email, or it won't come across in a phone call. But when they see you and talk about it, it's good. It's really good.
And I would, Michael said a key word that you don't lose sight of is gamify. Because my fear with this is that people will, the first 3 soda cans they put in, but after that, it's going to get boring to keep updating all your contribution to build points. By making it more of a game to keep it, sticky and sustainable, and the gamesmanship part of it is going to end up being the part that's going to keep it there. So I would spend more time thinking about how you could gamify it.
Okay.
Because I thought that's a cool aspect of it. That's unique.
That's where maybe if you have a currency on the points that you get, and that might be second generation, where some companies might give discounts based on the number of points you have in this, your app.
Yeah.
Or it could be the simple, you've earned enough to grow a tree, which becomes a forest, which becomes a this. I mean, they're like Candy Crush. You get nothing on that except for stupid things. And then here, you're turning into, you can turn your power to power a laptop, to power a home, to power a village, to power a city, to power a state. You can do lots of cool things with it without really.
The other thing you have that you want to market is your high school students.
Yes.
If we were trying to market this as our age, it would probably fall on deaf ears, and that's really a good idea. The fact that your high school students doing this is the greatest strength you have. People are going to go out of their way to help you market this in big ways. So you want to market your high school students. And the team before us, one of the companies from last year, they don't market themselves anymore as high school students because it was a negative because they're too young on the website development. In your case, that's one of the viral opportunities.
And I'm not sure if the customer segment is really as narrow as you thought of just high school students.
Agreed.
So what do we have in here? How many students in here think that this, and for a moment, just a really honest answer, pretend they're not even in the room. Pretend like the board doesn't even like it. All right? Well, your honest answer of whether or not you would use this app or not, raise your hand if yes. Okay, so you only have about 20%. The board, you got 100%.
I didn't say I'd use it. I don't need.
Okay.
I already know what good it does. I don't need to be.
Okay, so how many on board would use it?
Michael, my 11-year-old daughter would use it.
So you might be younger, you might be old. So when you have to figure out your target market. Now, I think you jumpstart right to grant writing, but don't think about this as just high school, or it might be younger or it might be older. Okay. It might be a much broader audience.
There are different ways to think about your target market other than age segmentation. right? And the fact that you're driving relevancy, there are a lot of different ways to slice and dice this.
An app may be the smallest thing you end up doing, if that at all. You gotta think that through some more, and then it must be completely different. You may pivot completely on this from an app. The brand and what you're trying to do, which Margarita did a great job of, you're tangibilizing what we're throwing away. You've got to figure out how you can market that. And an app to me is, but getting everyone, don't throw that away. You're powering 3 computers right there, and it changes behavior. You're in a change behavior world, so don't even worry about that. I go wider than that in the app is what I would tell you.
Great job.
Thank you.